Well, my Acolyte Episode 5 review algorithm chase video is the lowest liked video of the entire channel. So, have I learned any lessons? Will I now try to be more positive about Star Wars? Maybe just not talk about it at all if I have nothing nice to say? Well, the video did also get me 2 subscribers, and we are a small channel that needs every subscriber we can get. So no, I haven't, and I'm still gonna talk about episode 6. And man, I promise I would say something nice if I had something nice to say. But good lord, absolutely nothing noteworthy happened this episode. We got vague philosophy of the Force, dark versus good, something that was just kind of incoherent and vague nothingness that could be applied to anything, to outright wrong about how, like, head snap dude was going to turn you in, so therefore you should be evil, but he wasn't because he didn't actually take the gun and he followed all the orders and tried to help a bunch of stuff. So don't even know if the writers know what show they wrote or filmed. They clearly can't even keep up with their own continuity. We got, oh, look at my man nipples for this lesbian audience, so none of you will like it, but it's perfectly fine for us to do this with men, but not women anymore. So we're going to put all of our women in the biggest, frumpiest costumes in the world. And if you're a male in a Disney something, you are obligated to get in shape and take your shirt off because that's just what it is these days. Because time for the men to do that and break the patriarchy or whatever. We got Soul finding out about Twin through the dumbest means possible. I mean, it was technically something they set up and kind of paid off, but it was still the dumbest way possible because, the Force should have just been a thing that Soul could have used to figure out that Osho was May. But we need to sell people on the cute little critters that completely take us out of the moment in the seriousness, and even the soundtracks when they're involved can't even be serious anymore, but whatever. Because, I mean, Star Wars is for kids, right? It's just for selling all these toys. And why, gee, come on, guys, it's written for 12-year-olds. Why do you even care about this stuff? If you really thought Star Wars was just about flashy lightsaber lights and cool design stuff for merch and toys for children, then we clearly took very different things from Star Wars. Yes, I probably thought a lot of that when I was a kid watching the prequels go, but as I grew up and still have my love for Star Wars and I started to get the deeper meanings, the emotional parts behind it, I love it even more. And now just seeing that all it is lightsabers, yay, cool helmet, we got to sell that merch, is what Disney has taken away from this, is just sad and why it's dying. But this is not a video about how older Star Wars was for everybody and had some meaning behind it in order to put an argument towards comment people saying, oh, this is a kid show. Why do you care so much about all the writing plot holes? This isn't supposed to be NCIS Star Wars, which, by the way, I would watch. Like NCIS Coruscant. Oh, I would watch that in a heartbeat. A Jedi who has to be a detective. Watch that in a heartbeat. But instead, we get like this shit. They have 8 episodes. They don't really know what to do. They just want to have this dude's shirt going off and be like, ooh, look, the twins are going to start to change sides. Everyone's got more than they seem. Dark sides maybe not as bad as you thought. Light sides maybe a little darker than you thought. Everybody's gray. Everyone's morally questionable. They're not even doing it well or interestingly. And so you just get this episode where nothing of real substance was said. No actual actions were done, and it's just a waste of time. You have 8 episodes. Remember when TV used to be long? You'd have multiple episodes. At that point, it was okay to occasionally have one that not much happened because you have like 20 episodes in the season, or like 12 if you're doing hour-long stuff. But now, streaming has started doing like the British BBC thing of you get short, at max 10 episode seasons, And American Hollywood and everything just still don't know what to do with it. They even say, "Oh, it can be 20 to 50 minutes long." They don't really do a time frame thing. They just give you this so many episodes, say make it work, and it has to be bad writers or writers who's not good at condensing stuff down working today, because they waste so much time. Unnecessary shots, unnecessary characters for merchandise, dialogue and talking scenes that go nowhere. Just having to throw in fights because it's Star Wars. You need lightsaber fights. There's just nothing clever about the time they're given for the amount of episodes that they have. And you get these snog fests. They just throw in this shit and then have to quickly get through it in the last episode or two, and it's usually done haphazardly in a haste and not very cleverly or well done. Like in this episode, they need the communications to be down so they can have this weird box not telling the council or the other Jedi what happened, and then but still want to figure out May. And they don't have May sabotage the ship or anything like that. It's just no, the communication just goes down. There's no sabotage. The ship just fails. They don't do throwaway lines about the atmosphere or anything like that. It's just, it breaks. It's not working. Again, there's just no cleverness to it. They just say, well, we need something like this to happen. So they just say, it just happens. The people who are creating the sets with the dialogue don't seem to make them match or change the dialogue to go work. Like when Smilo Ren dude is going, hey, you might want to, he's like, are you wait till high tide, I would start swimming, or wait till the tide comes to take the ship or whatever. And it's like, then they clearly show a shot where you can do a quick little swim, maybe even walk to a pile of rocks that then acts like a bridge up to the ship. And it's like, she doesn't really need to swim. You can walk there, 5 feet of swimming, maybe at the most. She's in touch with her force powers again. She could probably jump that. No, it's just there's no revision of the script. There's no thought put in when you're there. And like have the shot. It's just literally the shot of him going like, "Hey, you might want to swim," and you just see the rock bridge, and it's like no one saw that and go, "Hey, maybe change the line, or maybe we CGI out the rocks or something." I don't know, but they let so many little things go, and the dialogue is so boring, and the acting is so plain. You can't help but have your eye wander to the background, and then they say shit, and you're like, "Well, the background couldn't fix what?" Or you're going, "Okay, they're saying this stuff, well, whatever. Oh, she found them. Okay, now they're off the course. Oh, someone showed up. Literally same spot within seconds to each other." The weird green lady with the whip, who probably is the one that whipped Smilo Ren in the back, because that looks like Whip Rue, and she's the only one she's secretly a bad guy, and that's why she's trying to handle all this stuff, not tell the High Council. It's all predictable. It's all dumb. There's no sense of timing or space. They're on this other. It took minutes of being passed out to get to the secret island. It may or may not be on the same planet as Smilo Ren. Who cares? Well, it's an unknown planet. Yeah, that's right. They had specified unknown planet. It takes 20 minutes to get to Coruscant, apparently, even though they're in the outer rim. Don't remember that being a thing. Who cares? There's a thing now, because it's the latest Star Wars. Lightsaber whip looked retarded, because that's not how light works. If you needed it to be a lightsaber whip, you probably have intersecting connectable metal things that have like a laser like band coming around it, or however they did it in the U books that someone has once vaguely said somewhere that I heard but didn't pay much attention to. Either way, it just looked dumb, and they are trying to just force so much into this now that there's not much time, not very many episodes left. It's probably still going to be a flashback episode or something of Soul saying the perspective of the Jedi, and the dark side dude saying the perspective of that Bay, and whatever. And I really just don't care. Even if it comes out to be a good twist or cleverly done, I just don't care, because I don't care about the characters. I just don't care about the characters. I don't care if they all die. I don't care if they live. I don't care if they set up the season 2. I don't care about any of them. And a lot of these mistakes would be better if you just cared about the characters, but you don't. You really don't. And I'm definitely not doing another 20-minute episode for this bullshit that doesn't deserve the time because there's nothing happened. Nothing happened. So, yeah. Watch this, like, subscribe, tell me how I'm wrong, sexist, whatever in the times, or, I'm putting too much thought into this children show. Since these are quick and not putting much effort into them, I'm probably going to do the rest of the season like this, and then do the whole thing overall at the end, maybe. But I have other videos I'm working on that I'm kind of more excited for than talking about this nonsense bullshit show. So, thanks for watching. Again, like and subscribe. Do the thing. Help support this. Go watch our Let's Plays. I think they're pretty funny. And see you next time. Bye.